1, go.
So the story.
Yes.
So there are two like assassins or snipers or elite snipers. They're hired to do a job. They need to like watch a gorge for a year, and they're not being told where it is and why they're there. Did you like that story and did you like how
Yeah.
they how the it unfolded?
I think that is a very promising premise.
Yes.
It's very. I found it exciting, and I was really interested in what may be there in under the gorge. That made me very curious immediately, and I kind of also like the feeling of people living alone for 1 year in a very lonely place. And I kind of always been drawn to stuff like that.
Yes.
So yeah.
And
But mainly I was very intrigued by the what might be lying there in the gorge.
yes. And well, don't let's not spoil it yet. But when they finally do get there, where like that was the best part of the film, no? At least I thought so. The way the I mean, at least what they the atmosphere and what's down there, no? That was very good. Or you
Yes,
disagree?
it was. I think the most exciting part for me was when you first see them, the first time you see what's there, under there.
Yes. Because you still, at that point, you still don't know exactly what's going on. We're still speculating.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And so you have these two assassins, one from the western side and one from the eastern side, which is kind of old fashioned, but okay. I mean, maybe it's an old story. I don't know if it's based on something, but so.
I think they do it like that because they wanted to mark how important this thing is.
Yes.
That the western and the eastern side managed to agree on something. They work together to keep this thing a secret and safe or whatever. So I think they did it to show us how important it is.
Yes.
No?
Yes. But so did you like the characters? For the one is played by Miles Teller. He's from the western side, and then you have Anna Joy, no? Anna Joy Taylor. Is she from the eastern side? Anna Taylor Joy, yeah. And
Yeah.
I liked his character. I like Levi.
Yes.
I didn't like Anna Taylor Joy.
For me, it's the same thing with her because in the beginning of her career, I always liked her.
Yes.
When I saw that she was in a movie or in a show, I was like excited because I had this idea that it was going to be good, or at least I was going to like it. But the more I see of her, the less I like her.
And also in this case, because at first there has to be like a visual attraction. I don't know how he like maybe like because maybe the setting, like you don't have a lot of choice. So and she's female, so maybe he's drawn to her because of that. No, because maybe even if she had been ugly, maybe he still would have been drawn to her because you know. But
yeah.
She wasn't really like to me. She's not that attractive, or even when she was doing something and then she supposedly bent over a little. I mean, show her behind, but there was nothing there. There was no.
emphasize her butt. Don't focus on her butt if it's like not there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of okay.
That's not really my issue with her.
Yeah.
My issue is I don't. I really like her acting less and less. I find her. I found her more natural at the beginning, and now I feel her like she's very fake. Like she exaggerates. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on.
She's trying to play like what's the the one who plays the Black Widow, the one that I don't like. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. She kind of plays her role like that, but at least Scarlett Johansson has the curves. I don't think.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah. But what did you think of their their relationship? Do you think that was believable?
Yes, I think so. Mostly because of what you just said. Like, these are people that are like very lonely. Not only because they're lonely, but in general, out in the world, their lives are lonely.
Yes.
So they find someone that kind of is similar to them, and they get attached immediately. So yeah, that I found believable.
So the him them trying to protect each other, that to you was believable. It wasn't.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so too. Like to a certain extent, I thought yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense. That
yes.
I mean, and obviously that kept the tension in the story. What did you think of the visuals? Did you think those were nicely done?
I think yes. For starters, the place is already beautiful.
Yes.
And then I think the way they capture everything contributes a lot to that feeling of them being in such a vast place and so alone.
Yeah, and the fog and everything and the different colors also made it seem almost like there was something else going on, no? Apart from like it could have been alien. Yeah. It could have been alien or something. Yes. So that also added to the atmosphere and beautiful visuals. And the action was nicely done, no? I think it was. I mean, it was not over the top, but it was.
Well, I mean, come on. It had to, no?
Yes.
It had to be good because.
Yeah.
I don't think people are gonna be watching these movies.
No, I mean that is to. That is to be expected. The action needs to be good and exciting, and I think it was.
Yes, me too.
But then, because I mean it's part of the story, but we need to. We're not gonna spoil anything, but then we find out the cause, or the and then it we kind of weren't not that much invested anymore. No, we're so this is the most almost generic motivation of every they're trying real hard to build up to something, and then you find out what's going on, and we already both of us already predicted it, kinda. We're already my god, it's gonna be this and this and that, and then it turns out it's exactly that what we thought was going on.
Yeah. Do you know if this is based in a book or something?
I don't know. I'm curious. I'll have to look it up, but
because if it's not, I mean, I think they had a lot of options, and they just went with the typical one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they had a lot of options to be creative, but they went with something kind of obvious, something that we've seen a lot. It's like a very easy explanation, no, for things.
Yeah, it's like what I said.
happened a lot.
It's like something you would expect in a video game. Like in a video game, you don't expect a deep story, and you need like motivation for sequences or like game like missions to happen, and then like and then it's exactly like what you would expect in like in a horror game. And
Yeah.
and in a video game it makes sense because you don't need that much story, but you need like just enough to like get your adrenaline pumping, and then you know have to deal with them, and then it does add to the excitement. But when you watch a film and you watch similar films, then you expect something fresh and something new and something at least more creative.
Yeah.
And they almost went there, and then no, just like and nah, and then the way it ended, that also was like very predictable. I mean, in this
Yes.
case, I mean, I liked it. I don't think a dark ending would have suited this film. But then again, it's like almost like you watched like almost like 2 hours, and then you kind of knew what was gonna happen. And I don't know,
Yeah.
this day and age, I expect just a little more. But I don't know, that was fine. So, then we have to draw a conclusion, or we have to give our opinion. So, what did you think overall?
I think this is a movie I would watch at the cinema, or if I have a big screen, because the better part of it is the action.
Yes.
I can understand the romantic story, but the movie can do without it. This could be a story of two friends. It doesn't have to have the romance. I would like different type of creatures or explanation for what's going on down there. But in general, I mean, if I had gone to the cinema, I wouldn't feel like I lost, like I wasted my time or my money. I would have been entertained. I would have been excited for a while. And it's kind of a popcorn movie watch, you know? Like,
Yeah, I think for like, well, I have a big screen, and
yes.
I think I think this is one I like. I don't have any regrets watching it. I think I did have higher expectations because of the director, Scott Derrickson. He was involved with Doctor Strange and stuff, so he's capable of a lot more. So I was expecting a little bit more on the spectacle side, and I actually expected a little more of the creatures and because I like how sometimes like in King Kong and those movies, like you know what to expect, but they still manage to put in some surprises, no? Like I didn't see that coming or whatever, and here I missed that here completely. It was exactly the way it was going to be, like and I don't know, it seems a little lazy, but I mean I love these types of movies, so it's like I'm not gonna like blast it or condemn it for being a little bit generic. I mean, it does help that Miles Teller is in it, and Sigourney Weaver, and they do give it some weight. But I expected a little bit more action wise and stuff. But I'm like, if I would watch this now, we've watched this now on a Monday night. I think it's decent, no? Like and if we would have watched it in the cinema, I don't think we would have complained. Especially the Gorge. I mean, the way it looked and everything. So yeah, but we already said it, no? We can recommend this to people. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.